People search for missing children every day, but this story is about a child who was never reported missing because officially he was never supposed to exist. And if stories like this matter to you, subscribe now because some stories are not just stories, some are warnings. In 1996, in a quiet American town covered in winter fog for almost half the year, there was a street called Winter Road. Nothing special about it. Same mailboxes, same parked cars, same lawns that people cared too much about, except for the last house, house number 47. People didn't avoid it, but no one really visited either. It belonged to an old couple, Mr. and Mrs. Halden. Quiet, polite, invisible. But what no one knew was there was a child living inside that house, a boy, and not even the town knew he existed. The boy with no school. His name was Elias, or at least that's what Mrs. Halden called him. No birth certificate, no hospital record, no school registration. Nothing. Elias was around 9 years old. He spent most of his time sitting near the living room window, watching people walk past like they belonged to another world. He didn't know what school looked like. He didn't know what birthday parties were. But he knew something strange. Every time someone knocked on the door, Mrs. Halden would freeze, then whisper, "Quiet, not a sound." The rules. Elias lived by rules. Rule 1, never open curtains fully. Rule 2, never make noise after sunset. Rule 3, never tell anyone your name. Rule 4, if someone asks, you don't live here. He never questioned it, because when you grow up in silence, silence feels normal. The day everything changed. One afternoon, when Mr. Halden forgot to lock the back door, Elias stepped outside. For the first time, cold air hit his face. He smiled, because outside, everything was louder. Birds, cars, wind, people laughing far away. And for the first time in his life, he felt like he existed. The woman who saw him. Across the street lived a retired nurse, Margaret Doyle, age 67, widowed, alone, observant. She was watering dead plants when she saw him, a boy, standing like he had never seen sunlight before. Their eyes met. He didn't run, he didn't speak, he just stared. And Margaret felt something deep inside her chest tighten, because she had worked in children's hospitals for 40 years, and she knew one thing. That was not the face of a normal child. That was the face of a child who had never been allowed to live. The first words. She waded slowly toward him. Soft voice. "What's your name?" He hesitated, then whispered, "Elias." It sounded like he was saying a secret he was never allowed to say. The fear. Before she could say anything else, Mrs. Halden grabbed him from behind. Hard. Too hard. Inside. Now. She didn't even look at Margaret. Door slammed, curtains closed. And that was the moment Margaret knew something was very wrong in House 47. The feeling she couldn't ignore. That night, Margaret couldn't sleep, not because she was scared, because she felt guilty. She kept seeing his eyes, not sad, not angry, just empty, like no one had ever told him he mattered. The record search. Next day, she checked local records. No child registered at that address. No adoption, no foster care, nothing. It was like Elias was a ghost child. The sound at 2 a.m. 2 nights later, Margaret heard something, soft, like someone crying but trying not to, coming from outside, near House 47. And in that moment,
she made a decision that would change both of their lives forever. If you're still listening, it means stories like this stay with you. Subscribe now, because the next forgotten child might not even have someone to tell their story. The Backyard Secret. Margaret waited until morning. Then she walked past House 47 slowly, and she saw something strange. In the backyard snow, small footprints, circles, like someone walked outside but never went anywhere, like someone was only allowed to exist in small spaces. The note. 3 days later, she found a folded paper near her mailbox. No envelope, just paper. Inside, shaky handwriting. Are schools real? Margaret started crying, because only one child would ask that. The promise. She wrote back, yes, and children laughed there. She left it near the same place. Next morning, the note was gone. The first hope. That evening, she saw him again, through the gap in curtains. He was reading her note, over and over and over, like he was trying to memorize hope. The truth begins. But what Margaret didn't know was why Elias was hidden, and why someone once tried to remove him from every system record in existence, not because he was unwanted, but because someone believed he was dangerous. And the real truth about Elias would only be discovered after he disappeared for real.
The night the light turned on. For the first time in months, the upstairs light in House 47 stayed on past midnight. Margaret noticed immediately. She sat near her window, pretending to read, but really watching. A shadow moved inside, small, slow, like someone who wasn't used to walking freely. Elias. He was walking across the room, touching walls, like he was memorizing the house, like he was afraid one day it might disappear. The sound of fear. Around 1:40 a.m., Margaret heard shouting. Not loud, but sharp, Mr. Holden's voice. Then something breaking, then silence. Then footsteps running upstairs, and then nothing. No lights, no sound, just darkness. The morning after. Next morning, curtains were fully closed. No movement, no car leaving, no newspaper picked up. Margaret felt something heavy inside. The door that never opened. For 3 days, no one saw Elias. No movement, no lights, no sound from House 47. Even the dog from next door stopped barking at that house, like animals sensed something humans couldn't. Margaret stood at her window every morning, holding her coffee, watching curtains that never moved. On the 4th day, the front door opened, but not fully, just enough to slide out a trash bag, and for 1 second, a hand appeared, small, thin, bruised. Elias. The secret written in dust. That afternoon, wind pushed dust across the side window of the house, and something strange appeared. Finger marks, words. Margaret squinted, then froze, because written in dusty glass were 3 words, still here, help. Her heart started pounding. Because that wasn't random, that was survival. The call no one wanted to make. Margaret dialed child services, hands shaking, voice low. I think there is a child being kept locked inside House 47. The operator asked questions, routine, cold, but Margaret kept seeing that dusty message in her mind. Still here, help. Inside the house, Elias' point of view. Elias counted time differently, not by clocks, but by footsteps. Mr. Halden upstairs, danger. Silence, maybe safe. TV noise, safe enough to breathe. He had learned to be invisible, learned to eat slowly so food lasted longer, learned to sleep lightly, learned to cry without sound, because sound brought footsteps. The day social services arrived. The car came quietly, no sirens. 2 workers stepped out, knocked. Mr. Halden opened the door with a smile. Too perfect, too rehearsed. Problem? They asked routine questions. He answered calmly. House looked clean, organized, normal, because monsters rarely look like monsters. The room above the garage. They almost missed it. Almost. Until one worker noticed a lock on the outside of a door. Storage, Mr. Halden said quickly, but rules required checking. Door opened, smell hit first, then darkness, then movement. Elias, curled into corner, eyes wide, like light itself hurt him. The first word he said. They wrapped him in a blanket, carried him outside. Sun hit his face. He squinted like someone seeing daylight after years underground. Worker asked softly, "What is your name?" Long pause. Voice cracked. Elias. The neighbor who cried. Margaret watched from porch, tears falling, because she knew that dust message was real. And for first time, House 47 looked small, empty, powerless. The hospital days. Doctors spoke gently. No sudden moves, no bright lights. Elias flinched at every sound, even paper rustling, because his brain believed noise equals danger. The first night safe. Hospital bed, clean sheets, window open slightly, night air cool. Elias stayed awake because safety felt unfamiliar, like wearing someone else's skin. The question that broke everyone. Doctor asked softly, "Do you know how long you were in that room?" Elias whispered, "Since I was 5. He was 12 now. The world reacts. News spread fast, headlines everywhere. The boy no one knew was there. Public shock, anger, disbelief. But Elias didn't understand fame. He only understood doors that lock, rooms that trap, silence that hurts. Learning to be a child again. Therapy began slow. Drawing, simple games, safe routines. Elias struggled with choices because choice was new. The first time he laughed. A nurse made a bad joke, really bad. But Elias laughed, small, short, but real. An entire room froze, because healing starts like that. Story continues, deep emotional and slow cinematic. The first nightmare outside the room. First night outside hospital, foster home, soft bed, warm lamp, safe house. But at 2:13 a.m., Elias screamed awake, because in dream, the door locked again. The fear of kindness. Foster mother spoke softly. Elias didn't trust soft voices, because monsters sometimes whisper. The memory box. Therapist gave him a box. Put memories here. Elias sat
He
near the
stared
foster
long
home
time,
window.
then placed
Outside,
broken pencil,
kids were playing
dust
basketball.
cloth piece,
The sound
paper
of the
with
bouncing
word
ball made
help.
him flinch at first, because for years, any sudden sound meant danger. But now, he was trying to learn something new, how to be normal. The foster mother, Claire, placed hot chocolate beside him. "No pressure," she said gently. Elias didn't answer, but he didn't move away either. For him, that was progress. The first time he went outside alone. 3 weeks later, therapists suggested small steps, front yard only. Claire watched from porch. Elias stepped onto grass, barefoot. He froze, because he had forgotten what grass felt like: cold, wet, alive. He stood there for almost 2 minutes, then slowly sat down and touched the ground with both hands, like confirming the world was real. The memory triggers. Inside the house, a simple thing happened. The door closed loudly because of wind. Elias dropped to floor instantly, hands overhead, breathing fast. Claire rushed. "It's okay, it's okay." But trauma doesn't listen to words, only time and patience. School, or something like it. Instead of normal school, they started with home learning. Numbers first, then reading. Elias learned fast, too fast, because locked rooms create observers, and observers remember everything. The drawing that scared the therapist. During art session, Elias drew a house, but house had no doors, no windows, only eyes watching from walls. Therapist wrote notes quietly, because trauma speaks in symbols. The letter he never sent. Therapist suggested writing feelings. Elias wrote, "I don't know if I was missing, because no one was looking for me." He folded paper, never gave it to anyone. The night he finally slept. Month 2. For first time, Elias slept full night. No nightmares, no screams, just breathing. Slow, calm, peaceful. Claire cried quietly outside his room, because healing is silent. The court day. Mr. Haldon trial began. Elias didn't attend, but he testified through video, voice shaking, but steady enough, and whole courtroom stayed silent, because sometimes truth is heavier than crime. The moment he chose his future. Therapist asked, "What do you want to be when older?" Long silence. Then Elias said, "Someone who finds kids no one sees." The first friend. Neighbor kid, Lucas, age 11. Didn't ask weird questions, just asked, "Want to play video game?" Elias nodded, and for first time, he lost a game and smiled. The first birthday celebration. Cake, candles, a small party. Elias didn't know what to wish, so he wished nothing, because being safe already felt like a miracle. The day he saw House 47 again. Car drove past old neighborhood. Elias looked. House looked smaller, weaker, like memories shrink when faced. He didn't cry, he didn't panic, he just watched, and then looked forward again. 5 years later. Elias, 17, stronger, taller, still quiet, but eyes different, eyes that had seen darkness and survived it. The files he studied. He started reading missing children cases, patterns, mistakes, ignored signs, because he remembered dust message, "Still here, help." The full circle moment. At age 23, Elias worked with recovery teams. One night, they found a child, locked room, dark, silent. Elias entered slowly, sat on the floor. Soft voice, "You're not invisible." Child looked up and believed him. The truth about survival. Elias never became famous, never wanted to, but hundreds of kids survived because one boy once wrote in dust, "Still here, help." Some children don't go missing, they are simply never searched for. But sometimes, all it takes is one person to notice, one person to listen, one person to look closer, and history changes. The first hour after rescue, Daniel didn't speak, not in ambulance, not in hospital, not when nurse asked his name, but when Elias stood near door, Daniel watched him, like confirming, "You are real. You stayed." They gave him sandwich. Daniel didn't eat immediately. He smelled it first, then touched bread edges, like checking poison, like checking if he was allowed. Then tiny bite, then another. Then he ate like someone who forgot hunger had rules. The silence language. Doctors asked questions. Daniel answered with eyes. Fear equals looking down. Confusion equals blinking fast. Safe equals slow breathing. Elias understood, because trauma teaches silent communication. The nightlight incident. Hospital room light turned off automatically. Daniel panicked instantly, started shaking. Nurse rushed back. Lights on. Daniel breathing slowly again. They kept the lights on entire night. The first word he said clearly. Morning. Nurse asked, "Do you know your birthday?" Daniel whispered, "No." Room went silent, because not knowing birthday means you were never celebrated. The file they found later. Hidden basement room. Camera, notebook logs, daily behavior tracking, punishment system, reward system, controlled speech rules, controlled movement rules, controlled sleep schedule. Daniel wasn't just hidden, he was trained to disappear. The interrogation discovery. Suspect confessed partial truth, but kept repeating, "I was protecting him from world." Classic control delusion. Elias heard it before. The first time Daniel asked question. Day 4. Daniel looked at Elias. "Why did you come?" Elias answered honestly, "Because someone should have come sooner." Daniel processed that long time. The therapy room breakthrough. Therapist placed crayons. Daniel picked black first, then gray, then dark blue. He drew small stick figure inside square box, then drew second stick figure outside box, then connected them with a line. Therapist wrote only one note, connection forming. The media pressure. News wanted interview. Elias refused, because recovery is not performance. The nightmare sharing. Daniel finally spoke a longer sentence. He said outside people lie. Elias replied softly, "Some do, but not all." Daniel nodded slowly, like updating internal rulebook. The first time Daniel laughed. Hospital TV played a cartoon. Character slipped on a banana. Daniel made a small sound, not full laugh, but a start of one. The fear of open doors. Daniel hated open doors, always asked, "Close?" Because open meant unpredictable, closed meant controlled, and control once meant survival. The name confirmation moment. Social worker asked, "Is Daniel your real name?" Long pause. "I think." That hurt everyone in the room. The photo memory test. They showed old childhood photo. Daniel stared long time, then pointed. "That boy is tired." Not, "That is me," just, "That boy." The new room preparation. Soft lighting, predictable routine, visible exits, no loud sounds, no sudden touches. Safety built slowly, like rebuilding nervous system. Elias's personal breakdown. That night, Elias sat in car alone, hands shaking, because saving someone also reopens your own locked rooms. The text message he never sent. He typed to Claire, "I think I remember too much." Deleted it, started the engine, drove back to the hospital anyway. The moment Daniel trusted him. Daniel asked, "Are you coming back tomorrow?" Elias answered yes. Daniel slept easier that night. The investigation expands. More hidden cases connected, more unregistered children, more invisible lives. Elias realized this was bigger, much bigger. The network theory. Some predators share methods, share silence techniques, share isolation training. If true, more children still hidden. The internal fear. What if he was too late for some? That thought never left him.
The promise he made quietly, not out loud, not to the world, just inside himself. Find as many as possible. Daniel's first outside walk. Hospital garden. Sun too bright for him, but he didn't turn back because Elias walked beside him.
After Daniel's
The story is still moving. Some stories don't end quickly. Some healing takes years. Some rescues change history quietly. And this was only one chapter of something bigger.
Age, estimated 11 to 13. Status, never officially reported missing. Just medical prescription records. Different cities, same guardian name. Fake identity pattern. Elias felt that same cold feeling again. The pattern becomes clear. No school records, no social media presence, no official birth certificate copies. Just fragments. Like someone was erasing children slowly instead of taking them all at once. Daniel's new fear. That night, Daniel asked something strange. "Are there more like me?" Elias paused, then answered honestly. "Yes." Daniel looked down. "Do they know?" Elias swallowed. "Not yet." The map wall. Elias built wall map. Pins, strings, medical clinics, temporary apartments, fake guardians. Everything connected. Not random crimes. System. The woman in the camera footage. Parking lot camera. Woman dropping child at clinic. Face partially hidden, but posture calm. Too calm. Like routine. Like delivery. Not care. The clinic discovery. Doctor didn't realize truth. Thought she was the guardian. Child never spoke during visits. Always silent. Always looking at the floor. Daniel's progress. He started writing words, single words first. Safe, food, light, door, stay. Then one new word, friend. He pointed at Elias when writing it. Elias feels the weight. Saving children wasn't job anymore. It became responsibility. He never asked for, but never refused. The safe house idea. Special recovery house for long isolation survivors. Predictable routines. Controlled exposure therapy. Safe social interaction. Daniel became first resident. The first night in safe house. Daniel didn't sleep much, but he didn't panic either. Progress. Small, but powerful. The old radio. Daniel found radio in the house. Listened quietly. Static didn't scare him because silence scared him more. During therapy, he said something new. Basement smelled like paint. That detail changed investigation direction. The storage facility lead. Paint smell. Industrial. Cheap ventilation. They searched storage rental network. Found unit paid cash every month for 6 years. The unit they opened. Inside, child bed, canned food, timer light system, training environment, not permanent prison, practice prison. Elias felt sick. Training before long-term hiding. That meant some children were still being prepared. Daniel's night confession. He said if I was good, I would disappear forever. Elias asked softly, "Where would you disappear?" Daniel whispered, "Into the walls." The investigation goes federal. Too many states involved, too many fake identities. Elias can't walk away now. He was officially assigned lead survivor behavior specialist because he understood things textbooks didn't. Daniel's first friend his age. Another survivor transferred, a boy named Marcus. Didn't speak either, but they sat same room, not afraid of each other. The small breakthrough. Marcus shared a toy car. Daniel accepted. No words needed. Huge step. The woman identified. Fake name network linked. Real name unknown, but pattern clear. She transported children between handlers. The dark truth emerging. This wasn't one monster.
This was multiple people, different roles, same goal, invisible children. Elias' nightwalk realization: if one child survived, more might, but only if found fast. Daniel starts asking about school. Do kids really sit together? Yes. Do they talk loud? Yes. Do teachers get angry? Sometimes. Daniel nodded like studying foreign country. The first time Daniel said his own name confidently. My name is Daniel. Therapist almost cried after session ended. The phone record break. Burner phone linked to the woman, used near bus stations only, moving constantly. Smart, but not perfect. The bus camera image. Another child seen with her, different child, different city, same silent body language. The clock is ticking. Every day delay means deeper conditioning, harder recovery. Daniel's question that shook Elias. If you didn't find me, would I still exist? Elias answered carefully. You always existed, but inside, he knew world often ignores invisible children. The story is getting bigger.
The bus station.
One
trace.
rescue became investigation.
Security teams
Investigation
tracked the woman
became
again.
network exposure.
This time, Chicago
Network
bus
exposure
terminal.
becoming something
Timestamp,
massive. And
3:12
Elias
a.m.
realized his life
Footage
was
showed
never
her
going
holding
back to
hand of
normal.
small boy. Boy walking slowly, too slowly for normal child. Conditioned movement. Elias knew that walk. The second safe child possibility. Boy looked around constantly, not curious, scanning for permission. Classic control trauma behavior. They enhanced footage. Approx age 9. Daniel watches the footage. They didn't want to show him, but he insisted. After watching, Daniel whispered, "He walks like basement kids." The room went silent because Daniel just confirmed pattern. Plural, kids. The network name theory. Investigators started calling group internally the quiet chain because children never spoke and handlers stayed disconnected like chain links. Safe house life adjusting. Daniel now eating normal meals, still slow, still checking environment, but no longer hiding food. Huge progress. The first school visit. Empty classroom visit only. Daniel touched desks, touched books, touched windows, like touching future. The sound overload incident. School bell rang during a test visit. Daniel dropped to floor instantly, covering ears, panic breathing. Trauma memory triggered. Recovery took 40 minutes. Elias feels helpless moment. Sometimes, saving someone doesn't mean saving them from memories, and that broke him a little. The bus ticket purchase lead. Cash purchase, but camera saw a partial face reflection. Facial recognition 27% match, better than nothing. The abandoned motel discovery. Room found. Children drawings on wall, not happy drawings, instruction drawings. Sit, wait, silent, sleep. Daniel's memory returns stronger. We had rules charts too. Every new detail confirmed system abuse model. The third child possibility. Motel DNA test found another minor trace. 3 confirmed victims minimum now, possibly more. Task force expands again. Multi-state coordination activated. This was no longer missing persons. This was organized hidden child trafficking ring. Daniel's first real smile. Marcus told a joke, bad one. Daniel laughed, full laugh. The room froze because healing just made real sound. The woman almost identified. Passport fraud database hit. Multiple partial matches. Travel pattern global, not just US. The global fear. If global, then victims worldwide. Elias felt sick again.
Daniel writes something new. On paper, "I am still here." He underlined "here" 3 times. The first night Daniel slept without light. Small step, massive meaning. The safe house now has 3 children, slowly learning normal life, together, but quietly, always quietly. Elias realizes his role. He wasn't just investigator now. He was a witness and a protector and a bridge between past and future. The train station lead. Another sighting, same woman, different child, different state, but same pattern. The clock moves faster now, because now they knew she rotates children, moves them before attachment, before rescue chances increase. Why didn't anyone hear us? Elias had no answer, only the truth. Some people don't listen close enough. The file room explosion moment. Over 40 suspicious identity cases now connected. Possible hidden child count unknown. The breakpoint. Task Force realized this might be the biggest hidden child ring discovered in decades. Safe house camera moment. Daniel helping younger child tie shoes. That image broke Elias emotionally, because Daniel now protecting others. The next raid planned. High probability holding site, time sensitive. Elias doesn't sleep before the raid, because what if another Daniel inside, waiting, alone, silent? The door they breached. Inside, small
Raid
bed,
team left
food
building
packs,
silent.
instruction
No children,
charts,
no
but
suspects.
empty.
Only
They were
controlled
minutes
environment
late.
remains.
The
Someone
feeling of
cleaned
failure
fast,
returns.
too fast.
But
Elias
investigation
knew one
still
thing.
moving.
They were
Still
watching
closing the
investigators
net.
now.
Still
The new
getting
fear.
closer.
If network adaptive है, तो next children harder to find होंगे. More hidden, more controlled. Safe house night talk. Daniel couldn't sleep. Do they know I am here? Elias paused. Maybe. Daniel nodded. Then they know I broke rules? That sentence broke everyone inside room. The therapy breakthrough. Daniel finally described first basement night. Cold floor, no windows, timer light, metal smell, and voice from speaker. Not face, only voice. The disturbing system realization. Handlers separate, voice separate, transport separate, control structure layered, professional, organized. The audio forensic break. Old recovered speaker device analyzed. Possible match to security contractor employee. Lead opens. The second rate success. Hidden rural house recovered. 2 children recovered. Alive, conditioned, silent, but alive. Daniel meets new survivor. Girl age approx 8. Didn't respond to name. Only responded to bell sound. Training trigger. Safe house now 4 children. Slowly learning safety, together. Still quiet, but less afraid. Elias changes internally. Before case, job. Now mission. The map expands outside US. Shipping records suspicious. Child movement possible through cargo networks. Investigation turning international. Daniel first time watches cartoon. Didn't understand humor, but watched colors moving, like learning joy language. The handler finally identified. Real name discovered. Long criminal shadow history. Never caught before. The hunt becomes personal, because now Elias knows face, not just system. Daniel starts asking future questions. Do I get birthday now? Yes. Do I get older? Yes. Do I get normal? Elias couldn't answer fully, but said, you get your normal. The bigger discovery. Hidden identity network shows 70 plus ghost children records. Possible scale unimaginable. Task force panic moment. Resources stretched. Media still unaware. Clock moving fast. Safe house first group dinner. Children sitting together, not talking much, but eating together, which is massive progress. Daniel laughs again. Second time, still rare, still beautiful. The capture operation prep. Handler travel pattern predicted.
High-risk operation planned. Ilyas visits Daniel before operation. Daniel asked, "If you catch them, do kids come back?" Ilyas answered, "We try." The operation night. Storm outside. Perfect cover. Teams move silently. Target location entered. Inside found control logs, transport schedules, identity database drives. Massive evidence. But suspects fled minutes earlier. The digital gold mine. Data shows hundreds movement records. Now recovery mission becomes timeline rescue. Daniel starts school transition training, half-day exposure training, slow integration. First time Daniel writes full sentence. "I want to stay here." Therapists emotional. The international alert goes out. Multiple agencies now involved. Network shrinking, but still dangerous. Safe house now symbol. Model for recovery care. Other cities request similar program. Ilyas realizes something. Saving one child changes investigation direction forever. Daniel's biggest step. He slept through thunder, without panic. That moment meant healing started deep. New child rescued overseas. Pattern confirmed global. Investigation expanding daily. Media starts leaking rumors. Public awareness coming, but danger increases because network desperate now. Daniel's final basement memory returns. They said, "We were practice for forever rooms." That sentence terrified investigators. The search accelerates because forever rooms means long-term permanent hidden locations. Safe house becomes family. Children slowly bonding, not by words, by presence. Ilyas accepts truth. Some scars permanent, but survival still victory. Daniel's most powerful moment. Looking in mirror, saying, "I am real." Investigation closing in. Network losing safe zones. Mistakes increasing. Hope returns. More children located, more rescued. Still long road. The story continues. And this was still only the middle of something bigger, something darker, something still unfinished.